A lot of times when I'm talking to somebody for the first time, they will find out that I have 6 kids and 2 businesses and a whole lot going on. And they'll say, how in the world do you do that? And I just want to talk about that today because oftentimes I think that people kind of have this where they project what they have on their plate that is and feels very full onto what someone else is doing, and they add on instead of really seeing what it is that that other person has and how the systems they have in place that help them to be able to do those extra things. But also, they don't have the things that you are carrying as well. So I just want to talk about this, kind of demystify a little bit today. And I hope that you welcome this break to my normal content because I think it's really good to break down these barriers. If you're new here, I'm Rita Johnson. I'm the owner of Divine Mercy Nutritional Care, and I help women to really take their health back into their own hands through deep diving into their gut health, their hormonal imbalances, and all that that's telling us the ways that your body needs to be supported. But today, I want to talk about a bit more of the practical day-to-day. I definitely got started in this place because of my own health journey. I was struggling with having really low energy. I had 4 little kids at the time. We were struggling to conceive, number 5, and it just was a very dark, heavy place for me. I needed to nap every single day. My energy levels were very low. I was constantly feeling fatigued, digestive issues, lots of nausea. And now when I look back at where the Lord has me and the healing journey He's had me on, and knowing what I know now has really helped me to get to this place where I can do so much more. But oftentimes, and I remember this from being at that place, I remember looking at what other people were doing. I had a favorite Catholic blogger that I was like, oh my gosh, how in the world does she do that? We have 4 kids about the same ages. There's no way I could sit down and blog in the afternoon or take pictures of what I'm cooking as I'm cooking it. Like, there's just nothing left in the tank at the end of the day. And so this is what I want to share, because I think a lot of times when we can break down these barriers, when we can call things out and say, hey, look, yeah, I might be at a different place than you. I might be able to handle more plates up in the air, but it doesn't mean that you're not doing that with the grace and the beauty that the Lord has called you to. And in fact, I hope that there are things about what I'm doing that help you to be able to see ways that you could do more in your day-to-day, even if you're still struggling with not the amount of energy you want or not the amount of whatever it is that you're searching for and trying to overcome in your journey right now. So I have 6 kids. My oldest is just about to turn 17, and the youngest is just about to turn 1. We have 4 kids that are homeschooling, 2 that are homeschooling high school, 1 that's in 6th grade, 1 that's in 4th grade. This is my life at the moment. What we do that works really well for us is we do our homeschool day in the morning. So the morning is really when the kids have the time to do the subjects that they need my help with. We try to start about 8-ish. I'm not really great about having a very strict, rigid schedule. I'm much more of a routine person, especially when I have a nursing baby that may have me up all night. And if there's a really rough night of sleep, I might need to sleep in so that I can get everything else into the day that I need to get in. So a lot of times we'll try to start between 8 and 8:30, but it's more of an organic as people wake up, and then I try to make sure everyone's up by 10 o'clock for my teenagers, 9 o'clock for my littler ones, but they naturally wake up at that time anyway. So we're doing schoolwork from 8 till noon or 1 o'clock, depending on the day. I do have 1 day a week that I don't have any client appointments, and it is a little bit of a, if we need to go longer, we can go longer. If we're doing more read alouds, or we have a derailed day, maybe we don't have school on Friday that week because we're traveling, then we may go longer on Mondays as well. And then my girls have some different co-op classes that we do on Mondays. Tuesdays, they're gone all day. My girls are my 4th and 6th graders. And so I also have other girls, but those are the 2 that are actively needing me more in their homeschooling right now. And so then the afternoons are really my work time. So I have time built into my schedule for client appointments, but I also have time built in for what I call CEO work time. That's where I'm really deep diving into something that I need to do with focus. So that might be creating new content, that might be doing things like podcasting, that might be doing things like developing new freebies or giveaways. And then I also have separate time in my calendar for our other business, our brand new business on pilgrimage, which is building PDF guides for U.S. cities. So I need a lot of office time to really sit down and move that forward. I find that this works really well for our family. The kids kind of have a cadence of understanding that mom is kind of checking out at 1 o'clock until 5 or 6, depending on the day. And then I try not to work in the evenings or on Saturdays so that I can guard that family time, because our family culture is very important to me as well. So, in that regard, we're able to do things like Tuesday evenings, we go to adoration and confession while my girls go to their catechism classes. On Thursday evenings, we try to have game night. Friday night, sometimes my teenagers are going different directions, but my husband and I can be home with the little ones and have some special time with them. And then Saturdays, we try to guard for things like working on the house, perhaps going to confession for the rest of the family, or doing something fun with our community. So that's kind of like a week at a glance for me. I just really wanted to jump in, demystify. I hope this helps you if you're feeling called to doing something more and trying to figure out, how in the world do I do that with homeschooling? How do I do that with these other things that I have on my plate? I will say that my kids help make dinner 3 nights out of the week. My husband is really great about helping me with dinner on the weekends, so I can just deep dive on that a couple nights a week, or just throw it in the crock pot in the morning while we're homeschooling. So let me know, what is helpful to you. Do you want to hear more content like this? And what questions do you have about how we run our household? I'm not doing this perfect. Nobody is, but I'm just trying to be faithful. The Lord has called me to this, and so I'm faithfully trying to show up for my jobs, for my business, for my school, with my children, and of course in my marriage and as a mother. So I hope this helps you, and let me know what else you'd like to hear from me.